everyone, and welcome to today's workout. Today we're going to be doing a total body workout, and we'll just need 2 resistance bands. One is a short loop resistance band, this is the light, and the other is a long loop resistance band, also the light. So there are going to be 4 movements, and I'll take you through each movement now to show you what we're going to do, and then we'll get into the workout. So you can go ahead and grab your props, and then we'll begin. Okay, so we're going to be doing 4 movements. The first movement is called a monster walk. So you'll just slip your resistance band over your legs, and you can come to about mid-shin and come to the back of your yoga mat. Find some resistance. So you don't want to start with too little resistance or your band will fall down. You got to find a little bit of resistance, and we're going to try to maintain resistance for the entire duration of the exercise. Take your feet a little bit wider than hip distance. You can sit a little bit into the heels so that your hips go back, and then you'll walk yourself forward. Now, they kind of feel like, it's called a monster walk because your arms are out, supposed to be out in front of you, and it's a little Frankenstein-y. So that's the kind of walk you want to find, is that like Frankenstein walk. You'll really feel it right away through your glutes. So that's the first movement. The next movement is an overhead lat pull down. So you're going to take your longer loop resistance band and put it across the arches of your feet. Take your feet about hip distance and come to lie down on your back. Arms are going to come up overhead. Your shins feel like they're parallel with the ground. And then from here, keeping your legs very strong and your core engaged, you'll begin to pull back. And you want to work against that resistance. And that is the second movement. Next, we have a wall sit with hip abduction, abduction. So we'll need the short loop resistance band. You'll slide it just above your knees. Then come to a wall, and let's see if I'm gonna, okay. You're gonna sit against the wall and then open up the knees like so. Just kind of flutter the knees open. And most of the weight's going to be in your heels. Your back is against the wall. And then just go ahead and push your head into the wall as well. Because a lot of times, most of us are way out in front with our heads. And we need to develop that neck strength. So press your head into the back of the wall when you're doing those. And then lastly, we have a face pull. For the face pull, you're going to go back to the long loop resistance band. Sit with your legs extended out in front of you. Now, you may need to play around with where you grab hold of your strap. I need to come down more than halfway. And then, sitting up tall, bracing the core, you'll begin to pull your hands towards your face, elbows out to the side. Pull your hands towards your face, elbows out to the side. You have to be strong through your legs, too, to work against that resistance of the band. And that's for your upper back. So those are our 4 movements. We're going to be doing each movement for 10 repetitions, except for the monster walks, which will go down and back twice down your mat. We'll go through it for a total of 3 sets, and then you'll be on your merry way. So let's get started with our monster walk. Remember, you're going to slide this resistance band just to about mid-shin level. Find some resistance, drive those knees out away from the midline of your body. Little bend in your knees, you send your hips back a bit, arms come out in front, core is really strong and braced, and we monster walk it down. So we're gonna go down and back twice. So here's 1, all the way back, 1. It's great for your glutes, great for your hamstrings, really great exercise if you're a runner or a cyclist. Excellent to complement. Good. So then we're done with that one. We'll come up towards the top of the mat for the long loop resistance band. Come to lie down on your back. Core is braced and your shins are parallel with the ground. Hands are about shoulder distance. And then when you're ready, you'll pull back for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep your legs strong for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Send that strap off to the side. Now we're going to the wall. So you're gonna go back to your short loop resistance band, slide it just above your knees. Remember, as you position yourself up against the wall, you're also gonna press your head into the wall. You don't need to have 90 degrees in the knees, but if you can get there, go for it. And then we're gonna open and close for 10, 9, 8, 7, press into your heels, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Next, we're going back to the long loop resistance band for the face pull. This is where you get to use your back muscles. Super important for your posture. If you're somebody who slouches, it's a really good one to do. Your feet are about hip distance, maybe even a little bit wider. Bring a tiny micro bend to those knees if you know that you hyperextend. Feet are flexed, and you may need to play around with the position of your hands depending on the resistance of the band that you have. You want to be able to pull back and work against that resistance and feel those muscles between the shoulder blades and just above beginning to work for you. Here we go for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, and last one right here, 10. Great job. Whew, that's the end of round 1. So before we get into round 2, take a second, reflect. Where did you struggle? Where did you excel? How can you tweak any little movements here or there to have more success for round 2? Getting ready for round 2, we'll go back to that short loop resistance band. Slide it up your leg, about maybe halfway up the shin. Find some good resistance. So I know for me, I need to go a little bit wider to have a little bit more intensity. You can also bend your knees a bit more if you want more intensity. Arms come out in front. Here we go. We're monster walking it down. Feeling those glutes activate, feeling the glute medius. Now look down at your feet. Make sure your toes are pointed forward rather than out to the side. Okay, we go back. There it is. Release. Going back to the overhead lateral pull down, not lateral, lat pull down, latissimus. We lie down on the back. Shins feel like they're parallel to the ground, feet are flexed, arms are strong, and hands are about shoulder distance. All right, now strengthening through the core and through the legs, pull back with the arms, working against that resistance of the band. 3. You're gonna exhale as you pull back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, and last one right here, 10. Great job. Woo, that is a tough one. All right, now we've got the wall sit. Going back to the short loop resistance band, you're gonna go right up against the wall. Don't forget your head here, because heavy head really pulls on the upper back muscles when we're slouching. This is a really good move for both the glutes, the slouching that we've got going on. Find some good resistance first, and then open. 1, 2, 3. Go a little slower than you want to go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. Awesome job. We have the face pull next. So great for the upper back. Take your feet a little wider than hip distance, a little micro bend of those knees. Feet are flexed. I'm crossing my strap over like this. And then finding some good resistance for a starting position. Now watch my shoulders, so I'm not gonna round and start here and pull it back. You wanna sit up tall first and then pull. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one right here, 10. Awesome job. Release. Whew. Let's take a second. Reflect. How did that one go compared to the first one? I know for me, I'm starting to really feel it now, especially in those monster walks. Ask yourself, what can I do to give it my all to improve upon my form so I get the most out of this workout. You really want everything you do to be super intentional. Don't rush through it. And instead, you want to think about your form, your alignment, where are you feeling it, so that you can get the most out of it. All right, setting up for our third and final round. Take your feet a little wider than hip distance. Send your hips back, most of the weight in the heels. Look down at your feet. Toes are pointed totally forward. Now touch the core. You want it braced, pelvic floor lifted, arms come out in front, and we go. Baby steps. Down your mat and back. Keep pushing those knees out to the side. Don't let them droop in. Here we go, down the mat. Work against that resistance of the band. Feel this in your glutes. Feel your core working for you as well to stabilize your low back. Amazing, done. Whew. All right, coming up your mat, we'll grab hold of the long loop resistance band. Put it around the arches of the feet and come to lie down on your back. Lift your legs up. Your shins feel like they are parallel to the ground. Your feet are flexed. Arms come up. Brace your core here. If you're not sure if you're braced, you want to tap, tap, tap. Now, as you do this, just make sure you don't get a bread loaf down the center of your core. You want everything integrated. And if it's well integrated, you shouldn't have anything kind of pop forward. All right, here we go. Big breath in to start. And then exhale and pull back. 1. Pull as far as you can while keeping your shins where they are. 2. 3. Check in with your core. 4. 5. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. You can do it. And last one right here. Excellent. Release. Whew. All right, we have the wall sit next. I think this is one of those movements where people tend to go really, really fast. I'm going to challenge you to slow it down, especially for this last one. Slower you go, the more dialed in you are. Sit as low as you can. Trying to get to that 90 degrees, and then we open up. Press your head into the back of the wall, or press the back of your head into the wall. 2. You're gonna hold it out here at the end. 3. 4. Press your head into the wall. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one right here. Excellent. Whew. Rise on up. Then we have the face pull. So feet are about hip distance or so. Little micro bend of your knees. Feet are flexed. Twist the band. Sitting up tall. Integrate the core. And then we'll pull. 1. 2. 3, squeezing those muscles between the shoulder blades. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one right here, 10. Whew, wonderful. So we've just finished the workout. We'll do a little bit of stretch to kind of cool it down. But before we get into that, just take a second, reflect on your workout. How'd it go for you? Where did you notice the weakness? Where did you notice your strength? Just take a moment to sort of reflect. And then just understand that the areas in which you struggled, those are the areas where you want to really focus a bit more. I think oftentimes we tend to cherry pick what we love to do or what we're really good at, but working on our weaknesses is really, really helpful to even out that muscle balance so that you feel really good in your body and can prevent injury as well. All right, let's stretch it out. So sit in this kind of easy position, this It's called easy pose in yoga. We have one foot in front of the other a little bit. We'll take the right hand out to the right and then lift the left arm up and overhead. And as you do that, just press out through the ribs here out to the side and breathe some space in between those ribs. And then rise up. We'll do a little twist to the left. Come on, back to center. We'll send the left hand out to the side. Right arm lifts up and over. And then breathe in, twist over to the right. Gently release. Roll forward so you're on all fours. Your hands are underneath the shoulders. Your knees are underneath the hips. Take a look at your knees. You want them about hip distance. Lower your belly, lift your head and tailbone. Look up. Exhale. Push the ground away as you round your back, tucking your chin towards your chest. Inhale. Lift the head and tailbone. Find some length through the front of your body. And exhale, push the ground away. Feeling your strength here. One last time. Lower the belly, lift the head and tailbone. And exhale. From here, come to a neutral spine and then send your hips back towards your heels. Reach your arms out in front of you. Press down into your palms and find a good stretch through your armpits. And as you breathe in, begin to rise up. And that is our workout. Thank you so much for working out with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon.